Hey, what is going on? So, I wanted to come live real fast and just, I don't know, I feel like this live going to be random, but I really want to talk about like what does dream means. I know a lot of people have questions like, what does my dream mean? I went to sleep and I dreamed this, then I woke up feeling this kind of way, or, you know, I feel like within our dreams, um we have to determine what does it mean to us, like in terms of, so we have to really determine like what does it mean to us, and what type of dream it is, right? Whether it's a premonition, right? Sometimes we go to sleep and then we dream about something that's going to happen like in the future, right? You have situations like that where you go to sleep and then you dream that a cousin's pregnant, or you know maybe someone was about to get sick, or a dream about weather, right? Oh, I had a dream it was going to be a hurricane. Then all of a sudden, when I woke up, I saw on the news that a hurricane was coming. Like stuff like that. Like certain premonitions, like, oh, this is going to something you foresee in the future, right? So a lot of times when people are in relationships and they dream about like their spouse cheating on them, or perhaps they cheating on their spouse, and if they like in a good space, it's like, they're not going to see that as something of warning. It's like, oh damn, that's a weird ass dream, we in a good place right now, rather than see that as premonition, right? They could put it to the side, like, oh, I'm not even going to acknowledge that, right? And that's your right. But in this Google age, you pretty much could Google anything, right? Before, back in the days, people used to go like to the library. There's different books on like dreams, and um different I want to say psychologists, maybe sociologists, psychologists, um who studied the dream. I forgot what they, I would use my phone, but I'm actually um on live on Facebook on it. So I feel like if I go outside of that, then if I click off of it, because you use your phone, go to, they call it something else. When it comes to me, I'm not even gonna look it up, but they have people who actually research this type of stuff, like research the dream realm, and what the certain symbols mean within a dream, right? And so they conducted research and found out like what certain symbols mean. Like if you was having dreams about trees, right? So there's universal meanings of what the tree actually means or represents, within that. So, but when you are like Googling, like going to certain websites, because they have websites that provide like dream interpretations, right? A universal meaning of it, right? Because at the end of the day, you could accept what their meaning is, or you could reject it. It's really up to you. But whatever symbol or whatever is showing up in your dream, you got to think first, like, okay, how do I resonate with this particular object or this particular symbol? Like, that's the first thing, like, someone will want to say, like, oh, okay, well, I resonate like this with this, or, If you having dreams about hyenas, and if you had a negative experience with a hyena versus someone who had a positive experience, if someone was raising hyenas, you know what I'm saying? Like, and have a certain type of love for them versus your negative experience, or collectively how people generally view hyenas, it might be different. Like, your meaning of it might be different, right? But it's really up to you, like, to actually break down everything. Like, I think, like, when you are a part of a group and you are sharing your dream experiences, like, and the things that you are actually dreaming about, like, yeah, you could tap into different viewpoints of the symbolism and how it made you feel and all that stuff, to come up with some type of conclusion if that's what you're looking for, right? Because sometimes people want to know, okay, is this going to happen in the future, or is this something that's just speaking of the now? Like, I'm having this dream because of, it's a direct reflection of where I'm at in my life and what's actually going on, you know? Like, dirty houses. Like, your house is mad dirty, right? Let's say you got a dirty house. Like, I'm talking about deplorable dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hoarding trash. Like you can't even get out your door. Like, you swimming in trash in your apartment. We're not even talking about, like, oh yeah, my house is a little messy. I went through like a little minor depression. So, within this minor depression, I was just binge watching Law and Order on Netflix and eating popcorn and snacks. And so, you got the snack wraps, all over the place. And, just little whatever. Oh, I didn't make up my bed. I did the laundry. I didn't fold the clothes, or I have bags of like, little stuff like, oh yeah, I got a few dishes in the sink. I'm not in a good place right now. I don't want to clean. I'm talking about like some deplorable, on a show hoarders type of vibe. And that's not even a vibe, but a type of situation, like, where it's just like crazy, yo. Like, you tapped into something, I don't know what the hell. Like, you just decided one day, like, yo, I ain't never taking out no trash. Like, this shit gonna stay here forever. Like, type of situation I'm talking about. Like, and so within that state, right? You in that chaotic state. You can't even move in your house. Like, I seen some crazy hoarder episode where this person was out. They was like, they couldn't even use their bathroom. There was so much trash in the bathroom. They couldn't even. Their bathroom was no longer functioning because of all of the trash that they was holding on to. Now, let's say for a person like that, go to sleep and they dream about a old relative or whatever, a relative that passed on, and that relative have a bucket of water, right? And you see them with the bucket of water, and they put in some Lysol in that water, and they got the mop, and they dipping the mop in that water, right? And you see them taking it out, mopping the floor, then talking about the the meaning of true cleanliness. Like, oh, cleanliness is next to godliness. We should keep a clean house. A clean house equals a clean mind. Like some different type of quotes or whatever, right? You get that in a dream or whatever, you could take it for what it is. Like, you could take it for face value or whatever, right? And this person woke up and they saw they old, like they woke up, they woke up in that same nasty ass house they got. And they just said, "Oh, I just had a dream about Uncle Johnny. He looked it so good." And then just went about their day. Someone else would have been like, "Yo, that was a sign for me to clean my house." Like, oh, he was mopping. So, like, looking up the deeper meaning of that. You feel what I'm saying? It just really depends on a person's, like, perception of it. You feel what I'm saying? Because a person could wake up and they just focusing their energy on the fact that, oh yeah, I've seen this person, I haven't seen them in a while, versus, oh, I seen him but he was mopping the floor and I haven't mopped in years. Maybe that's a sign for me to start cleaning up my house. You know what I'm saying? Or when you think about this, like if you had a dream and someone passed away, just came straight out and told you, like, yo, you need to clean your house for real. Like, clean your house and you'll find an envelope with $5,000 in it that you lost 5 years ago, and tell you exactly and show you where it's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for somebody who's like motivated like that, like, like, oh, 5 years ago you lost $5,000. It's here, but first you gotta clean the house. Or they could be like, yo, clean your house. A relative come to you who's very flamboyant or very out there, blunt. They don't care. Like, yo, clean the house, nasty. Yeah, yeah. Your girl left you. Your wife left you. She moved on. Clean your house. You lost a job 20 years ago. Clean your house. Mhm. Whatever. However it is. You feel me? But yeah, like those kind of dreams, like it'll be like a little direct or whatever. But I just do that for example, right? Because there's a lot of people out there that's, what I'm saying, they don't be cleaning their house. Like, they don't be cleaning, you know, at all. Sure. They just be collecting trash and all that. It is what it is. I ain't judging. I was trying to make an example in reference to like how certain messages may come across within the dream realm, right? Some people out there, they're not tapped into that aspect of themselves with the dreams. And I feel like as I get older, it's a lot of things that I'm learning, right? And I wanted to like have an open forum or like some type of open dialogue about dreams and how we could get certain messages within dreams too. And I feel like also how we could connect, you know, in dreams too, like um I don't want to say to other universes. That's like a that's reaching a bit, but is another another term that I feel like that I could use. But yeah. But I'm definitely gonna get up off of here. I'll probably go live later. But if you have any questions, if you want to share your experiences with the many messages that you may have received, or if you want to share your dream, um please feel free to comment below or whatever listen to this, right? And then also, if you want to be a part of a group where you could discuss the dreams that you're having and how it's feeling, how your feelings, and learn other things that's associated to it, and just being in a community where people are acknowledging that aspect, right? Because a lot of people don't like to acknowledge the certain dreams and the things that we have going through when we're sleeping, right? Because it's just a whole nother, I want to say it's a whole nother world, but it's definitely some things that be going popping off that's interesting, and it's just like it's a wow factor. But definitely sign up if you're interested.